Hey everybody, this is Corey Salty Shoe Floyd, and welcome to Salty Cinema. This week we're going to be talking about Fantastic Four. Yes, Fantastic Four. Marvel's white whale, if you will. Every few years they roll out another one like a goddamn iPhone, promising that this time it'll change everything. It usually just changes how long I can hold in my sighs and my yawns. But did they actually get it right this time? Did Pedro Pascal somehow once again come through in all mustachy goodness and save the day? We'll be talking about that today along with AsiaMmkay for Salty Cinema. Let's roll. Of course, folks, again, this is Salty Cinema, powered by Marimi Media, and I'm here with AsiaMmkay.
Howdy.
How you feel, Asia?
I feel like I'm an autopilot.
I feel like you're
I
on
am an
autopilot.
autopilot. I don't know how I'm surviving, but I'm here. I'm here.
Okay,
I'm existing.
well, what also came out here is the Fantastic Four First Steps.
Yeah.
This will be the third Fantastic Four within what 25 years.
Yeah, just about. Just about.
About 25 or 24 depending on who's counting. Now, there were good and bad things about the previous ones.
Which one screams out to you? Like the
Okay.
bad and the good.
Well, the good and bad were the ones with Michael Chiklis, Chris Evans, Jessica Alba. They had good things and they had bad things. But
Yeah.
one of the bad things for me was always, and I always get shit for this. I did not like Jessica Alba as Sue Storm.
You're not alone. She wasn't my favorite. I feel like she didn't fit that. I'm trying to be very cryptic right now. Um, I feel like it wasn't for her
She
in the
looked
nicest way
way
possible.
no, she looked way too young to be with Reed Richards. Like Jessica Alba has a very young face.
She does.
And then when you see the guy who played Reed Richard,
Yeah,
uh,
like a sugar daddy.
I'm just like I'm like he's young, but you can also see that he's older.
Yeah, it's giving
And you
sugar
know,
daddy.
and, I mean, it was little things, but nothing was as bad as the awkwardness of the sequel, where we got a great Silver Surfer, but we got a cloud that represented Galactus.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
Yeah, that was when things were they were losing us that one. And then what? 10 years later, we got Fan Four Stick.
Van Forst. I mean, look at this.
It was
Forstick.
Fantastic Four, but the way they had it up, it was like Fan Four Stick. It looked
Oh, this one. Oh,
yeah,
I did not like this one.
yeah, starring
Oh,
Miles Teller and
mm.
Michael B. Jordan,
Oh my goodness.
and there were so many there were so many things wrong with that.
I
It was just like first off, I'm gonna give the director Josh Trank his grace because we know that this was his first big project, and the studio, which was Fox at the time, kept interfering to the point that he literally just kind of gave up.
yeah.
Because mind you, this was the guy who wrote and directed Chronicle. which was the found footage style movie about the a group of high schoolers that got powers and were starting to fly around and shit.
I kind of like
So
that movie.
I still love that movie. It's still it's aged very well. But he proved that he could do it, but then the studio just kept fucking with him, and that's how we got that really awkward ass movie, which looked like it was trying to be a sci-fi horror thing. And Victor Victor Doom was like, I guess, some sort of tech bro.
Yeah,
It
for the
was
most
like
part.
it was all like it was a really weird movie that ended with that trending thing of a blue beam in the sky,
Yeah.
which I don't think a lot of people remember. There were a lot of movies that came out around this time that had a blue beam in the sky. Like I distinctly remember this. Like it was like I'm gonna probably do a fucking rant about this on TikTok. No, because I no. Like Asia,
Yeah.
a lot of movies had the blue beam in the sky. Like it was really weird.
Jeez.
Like
I didn't look through
yeah,
and see how many.
yeah, like there was a lot of movies that was just like, yeah, blue beam in the sky. Like it would either be the source of the issue or the cure of the issue. Blue beam in the sky.
You know what? You need to do like a conspiracy theory or like a breakdown of that.
Oh, it's not even a conspiracy theory. Sometimes people in studios just go with what they think is cool when it actually isn't. A lot of real, but let's get to Fantastic First Steps. Now, they I'm not gonna lie, they came pretty strong. They came pretty strong out the door with a really good solid cast. Uh, Pedro Pascal
Yeah.
as Mr. Fantastic, who, let's be honest, Pedro Pascal is everywhere and he be doing it.
He definitely grew me over the years.
Like 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 he's a good guy. Like he's been a good guy. He's been a bad guy. He's just overall really awesome. And then you have Miss Fantastic, Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, being played by Vanessa Kirby.
I think she did a good job.
Great performance for aren't sure where they've seen her before. She played Princess Margaret in The Crown. She was the White Widow in Mission Impossible Fallout, which was also a really good one. And she was also in Dead Reckoning. But and I think she also had a bit in um damn what's that movie series, um Dude Bros, anime, cars, Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious. Her?
What? She was in Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw.
Oh, that's why, because I stopped watching at a certain point. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. I'm
Makes
sorry.
sense.
I don't know why I couldn't think of the name, but I had to think of I'm like Dude Bros,
Two bros car.
anime, car, like
Perfect description.
like, and that's the funny part. It sounds when it sounds absurd, but when you really think about it, it's like,
Yeah.
that's it. And and we had Ebor Moss at Blackrock as Ben Grimm.
I
Of
like them.
course, everyone knows him right now thanks to The Bear, and I think he does solid. I think his performance is solid. Um, I like. I thought I wasn't going to be a fan of the CG Ben Grimm, but they did the work and it shows. And I say that because if we're being perfectly honest,
Yeah.
um, visual effects have become quite a mixed bag when it comes to the MCU. You'll get you'll get some of the best work, you'll also get some of the worst. So I wasn't sure what to expect with how he was going to look.
I'm not
And
gonna lie. When they first did like a first look of him, I was like, where this model of the thing came from. And then once I realized and compare like what the thing looked like in books versus the Fantastic
mhm.
Four first steps, I got on board later. I got on board, and when I was
Okay,
watching it, I got over it. I was like, okay.
okay, cool. Now and to round it all around, we have Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm. Now
Now,
Joseph Quinn has let's be Joseph Quinn has been rocking it as of late as an actor.
mhm.
Of course, his first huge break, at least over here, because he is a British actor. I don't know of his career across the pond. His big break was in the last season of Stranger Things.
I do like Stranger
And
Things.
huh?
I like Stranger Things. I like Stranger Things. Yeah,
Yeah. But
I
uh,
do.
but but of course, his breakout role was that, and he's also gone on to do Gladiator 2, and that prequel for The Quiet Place, where he worked aside. He's been doing great work, and he's a great addition to this team, and I like that they 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 give us their origin story verbally. We don't have to see it really,
Yes, I'm so thankful.
and I'm really thankful for that because we again this is the third Fantastic Four within 24 years. So you should
Speed it
know
up. Exactly.
we were already getting an established team and an established world, which, by the way, for folks who have not seen it yet, you're going to be hearing spoilers. So if you want to check out the movie spoiler free, please check out one of our other videos. From here on out, we are going to be talking about this film in depth. Now, let me be clear, this is not a substitution for the film. Go look at the original movie. Besides, we really don't show too many clips up here, so yeah, we're not substituting the film. We're just talking about it. Go watch it. No, no, because sometimes it's like I really thought about it, like I was like, what if we talk about the movie to a point that someone's like, well, I don't need to go see the movie. No, you
Exactly.
should
It's
still
not
go see it.
abridged. It's not abridged.
Right.
No.
But
Watch the movie.
I like that we already get this. We get this great look at this world because, mind you, this is not the same universe that we've seen in every other MCU film.
No.
This takes place in a universe where they have that retro look into the future. It's like it's that nice retro look
The
where
retro
everything
futuristic look. I like
it
that.
looks it look because it looks like the 1950s, but you also have hovercrafts and stuff.
Hovercrafts, robots,
and
VTCs. Yeah.
and 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 the team itself is very well known. They're even merchandised, and we get like a quick clip show of some of their issues, like they were fighting monkeys at one point, uh, a monster that came out of the earth, and very reminiscent of the first cover of the Fantastic Four, created by Jack Kirby. And they even deal with the mole man, and the mole man actually becomes a very interesting part of the film. And I like that. I like because here's the thing. We're supposed to be in this multiverse situation, but we really haven't been in a multiverse situation.
That makes sense.
So, like we had like the multiverse of madness was very short lived. Like
It
we spent
was.
Like we spend all of our film time in this universe, and I think that's awesome. And I think I think out of all of the I think out of all of the versions of the team, would you say that this one has the best chemistry?
To me, to me, yeah, to me, I believe they have the best chemistry. The way they interact with each other in the movie, it seemed organic. Like I can feel the sibling connection. I can feel, the tension between the husband and wife. I can feel, the thing wanting to like be amongst the family, but he know his condition. He working through. He trying to find love himself, family himself. I feel it. Like it feels real to me. Like their chemistry, like it sold me. You know.
Yeah, I really enjoy their chemistry. It feels very organic. Definitely, it definitely feels like that these lives are really intertwined, and also just Reed Richards and Sue. Like Sue works at the UN, and Reed is constantly innovating and doing science and teaching. It's a very interesting world, and then you find out that Sue's pregnant.
That's right. And the lengths he goes to make sure that Sue and the baby's safe is very touching. Very smart. Cool
Very
technology I
Reed.
saw. I wish
Ve-
some of the things, he did, we can do that now. That'd be kind of cool, but TV stuff.
Mhm. Now and but then they get a visit from the Silver Surfer.
That's right. I saw mixed reviews about that one.
Now, Silver Surfer is played by Julia Garner. I
Adore
remember
her.
her from I remember her from the show
Ozark.
Ozark,
Yeah.
and she recently was in the hit horror film Weapons, correct?
I watched it. She was in there. She's one of the main characters.
Yes. So
It
shout
was
out to
crazy.
her. Don't save that for another.
Crazy.
Getting horror movies that come around the corner anyway. So now a lot of parts of the internet they were upset that there was a woman playing the Silver Surfer,
Exactly.
even
Right. You
though
read my
they
mind.
made it very clear that this is not Norin Rad. This is
That's
one
right.
of the other Silver Surfers from a different. And they made they repeated this so many times, but it was like people refused to listen. I was like, it's not the main universe Silver Surfer. It is this universe's Silver Surfer. This
People
Silver
just
Surfer.
they just
Go ahead.
wanna just be offended. They just wanna be offended so bad. It's like they're just watching the Silver Surfer just to be upset, knowing dang well is not the Silver Surfer that they're thinking. It's not the Silver Surfer that you're thinking. Uh, and they know, like, your DCs, your Marvels, they're experimenting with these multi-universe type of situations. And if they would have came into the movie with an open mind, knowing this concept, then they wouldn't have had a problem with the Silver Surfer being a woman, which is not the guy that they're thinking of. Get it together,
You know,
everybody.
you know what the worst part is. You know what the worst part is.
What?
Now, say if they made Norin Rad the literal Silver Surfer in this movie, right?
Right.
And then they switch over to the other universe, and then that Silver Surfer is a woman.
Hmm.
Now they'd really be pissed.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, they
like
would.
it's just like I swear. Sometimes the dark corners of the internet get on my nerves.
They do.
But they of course they come out. She comes out. She tells the world it is what it is. OG Big Bad Galactus coming through, ganging it because he's hungry, and she tries to fly away. Johnny catches up. Now I will say this: the chase Johnny gave in the 2007 Rise of the Silver Surfer
Yeah.
was a lot funner than the chase between this Silver Surfer and this Human Torch.
Fair,
I'm just saying
fair.
because because I like the way because Johnny was like, yeah, I'll catch him, no problem. Then he realizes, oh, boy, fast.
Yeah, he not playing.
I was like, wait, my man
He
just
black.
went through a building. Wait a minute.
Exactly. That gonna slow you down trying to dodge buildings.
Yeah. But ironically, kind of the same scenario happens with both, but they end up damn near crashing back to Earth. But this is where one of the best things happens in my point of view.
All right.
We get a chance to see Johnny Storm using his brain because a lot of versions of this character does not show that he's really smart.
I heard mixed reviews about that. Some people saying that those scenes of him showing like how smart he is, people were claiming that they made him too smart. Like they're showing him to be too smart, and some people didn't like that. I was like, too smart. I was like, okay, okay,
I don't think he was too smart. He literally was listening to those few notes that he picked up over and over and over and over again. But eventually he figured something out.
yeah, it's it.
And
Time
I
and dedication. He noticed the patterns, and he tried his best to help. He tried to show that he's a valuable team member, and I feel like he proved it.
yeah, because he's not just a hot headed guy. No
Yeah,
pun intended that time. That's just a kick ass pilot and a guy that just acts on impulse all the time.
yeah,
Like that's cute for short sighted storytelling. But if you want to go with the long game, you have to give the character a bit more depth. And I think the writing got it down, and I think Joseph Quinn translated it perfectly in front of the camera.
I agree. I
Now
definitely agree.
now I'm not gonna lie, I like how they set this up because the world really fucks with their Fantastic Four.
Yeah, they see that they're
Like they
helpful.
yeah,
They're good to
like
have
they
around.
yeah. So when they're like, yeah, we're gonna go up to space to take care of it, everyone's like, yeah,
Support them and everything. Watch them before they take off
yeah.
and everything. They were really supportive.
So when they came back, they were just automatically like, so how'd you defeat Galactus? It was like,
Yeah.
um,
uh, See what had
we did
happened was
we didn't. And first off, I love I love Galactus's look. I love the way they introduced him
that
because
was so creepy.
they lit, they introduced him just annihilating a planet, and
Terrifying.
they go yeah, and the craziest part is inside the machine, you could see how it's grinding up ore and minerals and literally feeding it into
Eating it.
Galactus.
Crazy. Because I was thinking that he was gonna be crunch, crunch, crunch. No, no, more sophisticated than that. More sophisticated.
Right.
Okay, Mr. Galactus, sir.
And Galactus is played by Ralph Ineson. Yeah, Ralph Ineson.
Yeah.
I remember him from The Witch, and I think also The Green Knight. I think he was also in The Creator, but I could be wrong.
Seen that?
The Creator was it was a sci-fi movie with John David Washington.
Hmm. I like sci-fi. Hmm.
Yeah.
The
Side
creator.
note: check out The Creator. But and that's when Galactus is like, all right, maybe I'll leave y'all alone. But I ain't gonna lie, this turned into some Austin Powers, the gold member shit. He was just like, you can keep your planet. Let me eat your baby.
Like, nah.
It was
Nah.
like I'm being sarcastic, but it really was like it really was like fat bastard Like, let me eat your baby.
Literally.
And of course he's like, no.
No. What kind of father would I be to give up the baby? Yeah. And they
So
pop
they
it up
do
out there.
so they do this crazy ass escape while Sue is gone into labor. And this is and these are the moments where you see that Sue really do be running shit. Like, because she's literally
She do.
telling everybody what to do while this child pops out in zero gravity.
And it works because they did it, didn't they? Mm-hmm. They did it. They sure did.
But yeah, they escape Galactus. They they trick the Silver Surfer into getting caught within a fucking black hole.
That was
And
wicked.
now, yeah,
But I knew it was probably wasn't the end of the Silver Surfer. I knew. But that
nah,
early didn't fool me.
nah. But they come back to Earth and tell him, listen, we ain't win. He's still coming. And of course, it's like, yeah, well, what does he want? He wants our baby. And I love how one of the reporters was like,
Okay.
"Hey, you didn't give up your baby?"
I'm like, dang. They
It's
didn't
like,
care. They're like, what about us? Baby here
like,
for
bruh,
days. Get a baby up. That's how they was acting.
did you like? Why are you shocked that they just didn't give up their child? The fuck is wrong with you?
My goodness.
This is where you see a very interesting how and I'm not gonna lie, it kind of made me think about William Defoe's line in Spider-Man.
Yeah,
They cheer for you today, but the next thing you know, they'll hate you. And
that's
it was
right.
just like, because the hate was real until Sue like literally came down to their level with her child. I was like, let me explain something to y'all. I'm a mother. You're a mother. I'm like, I wasn't giving up my child. Fuck
Period.
is wrong with y'all?
Y'all
Like
tripping.
y'all really down here at the bottom of my house mad that I didn't sacrifice my child? Mind you, oh, and let me be clear, for folks who don't understand, because of Sue's ability, Sue is one of the most dangerous people in the entire team. Because sometimes everyone's just like, why would they make Sue the leader? Technically, Sue is the fucking leader. Because at the end of the day, Reed gets too scatterbrained, Johnny's too much of a hothead, and sometimes the thing is too hard headed.
Facts.
Ironically,
You know that.
ironically, she knows how to be transparent.
Literally. Figuratively.
Yeah, so
Literally.
it's one of those things. Just like, yeah, it's
Makes sense. Yeah.
so eventually they try to again. They got the whole world together to build them damn machines. And I love how their world is a straight up utopia. Like, no country was beefing with anyone else. Reed was like, yeah, these need to be built. Every country was just like, all right.
On board. They're like, we understand the mission. We ain't trying to die. They with a baby up. We gonna have to do this. And they did. They did.
And even and then they go to the mole king. They go to the mole king so they could save New Yorkers from the potential issues with Galactus coming there.
And I know he was proud too. He's like, oh yeah, y'all need me, huh? Yeah.
First
I
off,
bet so
I
the families were kind of shell shocked. They're probably having a culture shock down there. Like, there's no sun. There's
it's
no
like, yeah,
fresh air.
we don't do that here.
I can imagine.
But it it's really an excellent job. But when Galactus shows up and they really like, first off, I could it's a great job by Ralph Innocent, but a really excellent job by the all the teams that do all the visual work, because they really did capture Galactus. He looks really good. Uh, and he looks menacing, but he also doesn't look like Galactus is one of those dudes who never looks like he intentionally wants to do you harm. He's just like, listen, I eat planets to live.
Yeah. Nothing more, nothing less. He's trying to live. I
And
know he's tired of it too. I know he's tired of it. Endless cycle.
yeah, and he's had a few speeches like that.
Yeah. He tired. I understand.
And of course, we had the return of the Silver Surfer, and this is when Johnny's IQ kicked in and realized, she just doing this to protect her own planet. So when he finally catches up with her and puts a bug in her ear, he's like, "What about us?" So the team does this beautiful shit. Also, they slid in a nice little thing about the environment. They was like, to say we are going to need a lot of energy. That means everyone in the world is going to have to conserve. And
Oh yeah.
they literally was like conserving energy. Ben Grimm had to grow out like a stone beard.
Cause they had like curfews, right? Like a lights
Right.
out type of. I was impressed.
Yeah, it's just like, I was like, I guess that's what happens when a world doesn't have to deal with global warming.
Oh yeah, it must be nice.
Anywho,
Ugh.
dying on the inside. but but of course, wham bam, Silver Surfer does the sacrifice. Now, this is where I was just like, okay, Sue Storm dies, but luckily the baby's there, and through the power of love, brings her back. And the scene is just like the baby's on her chest. Everyone's sad and shit. The baby was just like,
I'm gonna
I'm
play.
hungry. No, the baby's like, I'm hungry.
Oh, fair.
It's like, I can't. I was like, I guess I can't have any dead breast milk. Bring
That'd
this
be
bitch
wild.
back to life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was just like the baby was like, I'm hungry. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to be nice and say I want to
I'm
play.
alive. He was like, alive? Bitch, she was dead?
Oh,
I'm fucking kidding, but it's
it's
just
wild.
But
Wild.
a lot of people were weird about this movie. I think it also has to do with I think it has to do with our cynicism as a public, because this movie was it was a very optimistic film. It all had a certain cheeriness or perkiness to it that I don't think general audiences have anymore. So it was hard for us to digest some of the happy-go-lucky shit of the world. It was like, look at all these happy-ass people dressed like it's 1950s, but there's no racism.
Must be nice. Must be nice. Sign me up.
But it also didn't have any like it also was a lot of main character work. There wasn't a whole lot of fighting. It didn't have as much action as you would expect from a modern Marvel film. And I think that might have been one of the things that hurt it in the theaters, because I think it was a good film. It did not bring a efficient amount of action to keep people wanting to come to see more.
Yeah.
But I think they did establish some great stuff in the film, and I do look forward to seeing what happens next. I think the only problem is uh, I'm still not sure where Doom comes in, and
Well,
Robert Downey
yeah,
Jr. is Doom.
he's
Because
coming in.
there's an after credit scene where it just shows Doom in the Baxter building by the child, and of course
Hmm.
they don't show him, probably because RDJ was not really there. They just had nigga in the clothes. But
What? How much I got paid for that?
I don't know. But also, it's just been a very interesting year. I think it's been a very interesting year for superhero movies as well, and because apparently this is like the first time none of them have got past like 700 million, and I think that's also showing that I think you guys have thrown too much money at these films to the point that it's almost impossible to turn profit. But that could be a conversation for another day.
Exactly.
But
Good.
overall, if I gave this movie a grade, I would actually give it like a B. I'm in B territory. How about you?
I would give it. I'll give it a B. I would definitely give it a B. Yeah.
Because I mean, good film. I really don't. I would have liked. I perhaps could have used a fighter, a more of a fight or two. I don't know. It's just great character work as well. But I could have used a bit more on the action side.
Like if they make another one with
Yeah,
this cast, I'm very much interested in watching another one. You know,
yeah.
I'm
Because I mean,
interested.
I know they all did some filming for Doomsday.
Yeah.
I do know that. So I do look forward to seeing this team again. I think I think I think this is a great Fantastic Four. I'm curious to see how they could adjust to our universe because I feel like that would be a very interesting shock to the system,
I want to
especially
watch
oh
it.
man, I just try like I'm picturing Ben Grimm meeting Bruce Banner, and they just kind of look at each other, and they're just like, he's like, "Well, you're big and green." He's like, "Well, you're big and orange." He's like, How does that go?"
Exactly.
Like,
Now, one versus the other one, one could turn back to human form, whereas the other one stuck. He probably might be a little jealous. But
yeah, but
nah, this one seemed kind of confident, a little more confident.
I don't know.
Nah.
We'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah.
But more importantly, folks, what did you guys think of this movie? I know we talked about a lot of stuff here and there. That's what the comment section is for. So make sure you let us know what you think down there. Now, I think I like I have to give them credit for doing this retro different universe. It was definitely definitely interesting. So I guess it's going to have to be clear that this our universe will never have its own Fantastic Four. We'll probably end up just adopting this Fantastic Four. That'll be interesting.
That'd be
Mm.
interesting. I'm not
But
complaining because, like I said, I like how they work together, their chemistry.
yeah, and I guess you do need a good you do need a solid family out of everyone in the MCU because it's a bunch of orphans and shit.
Oh, so depressing day. Where are my parents at? What kind of message y'all trying to send? I got questions.
like,
Eh.
like like think about if they had like super kid daycare. Franklin's the
Ooh.
only one with both parents.
Wicked. Wicked.
Like it's just like, where's your mom and dad? Oh, they're right over there.
Imagine they're picking on them for having a two-parent household. You got two parents. You got two parents. That'd be crazy.
That'd be hilarious.
Crazy. I'm like, okay. Okay. Gaga. I was
But
kidding.
meanwhile, folks, the popcorn has gone cold. The popcorn has gone cold. The floor is sticky, and it is time for us to go. Of course, we want to thank you guys for checking out Salty Cinema this week. AsiaMmkay is always great to have you here. I really do appreciate you very much.
Appreciate you too.
And next time, I don't know what the film is going to be next time, but more than likely it's going to be a good one because pumpkin spice lattes are in the air, and I smell apple cider, and white people are buying pumpkins.
Period.
So it's probably going to be a horror film. Probably going to be a couple of horror films. Hell, we might even talk about a few anthology horror films.
Ooh.
So so make sure you keep your eyes tuned to that. How do you keep your eyes tuned to that? Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, hit that red button and hit that bell icon to be updated on anything and everything from Amerime Media. We will see you next time. Please be well. Take care of each other.